Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today, want to show you guys the fastest way to get legendary mods, 4-star legendary mods included. Let's get into it here. Okay, so the way we're going to be doing this is basically farming the Guardian, fighting him over and over again. Now I hear you barking, big dog. This is easier said than done, but by the end of this video, I assure you, you will have everything you need to get this done and the confidence to complete the solo if need be. This is a bare minimum build for this, in my opinion. This is the least you're going to need, so I wouldn't go into the fight without having this set up at least. And of course, you're going to add to this. These numbers may change when you're adding to it, as I will show a little later in the video. I'll show you a progression build from this, but this is the bare minimum that you want to go into the fight with. I really tried to move the perk cards around as much as I could. I only have on one legendary maxed perk card here. This is the minimum I would suggest to do this fight with to get some consistency at least. The mutations I'm using, guys, are the same as usual: Adrenal, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, and Speed Demon. Now, onto the power armor we will be using. I am using the Excavator. I would recommend maybe the X01 or the Hellcat. It's definitely better than the Excavator for this. I just wanted to use this to show you guys that you can use the Excavator basically to get this done. So there are better options for this. You only need to put 1 star on all of the gear, and that is troubleshooters, so make sure you have that on your armor before you go in as well. And that is all you need to start with. Of course, you're going to want to grow this build and make it better little by little, but this will get you by when you're first starting. Now, you do not need a minigun. I do recommend a Vampire's minigun with limb damage if you can, or else you're going to have to spam a lot of stim packs. I'm using this gun to save stim packs, basically, which you will see. Also, the plasma rifle we're using is only a 2-star Furious faster fire rate. I will link a video in the description explaining how to get this and a better version of it. And we will be using Psycho Buff as well. Psycho Buff is great for keeping you alive a little bit more and, of course, doing a little bit more damage. And super stim packs if you're not going to be using the minigun. You still will use a couple of stim packs because your power armor's medic pump will go off, but you won't be using as much as you would be usually if you're using the minigun. Of course, make sure you have the strongest prioritized. It is in the menu here, just to make sure those super stim packs are going off, or at least the regular ones. You don't want to be spamming diluted ones. Now, once you have all this together, the bare minimum, you can see there's no tricks here. This is the build we're using, and yeah, just going to come in here and show you what type of results you may get. If you die the first couple times, you know, practice makes perfect. You know, you got to jump on the pipe here, just to be clear. Make sure your headlamp is not on or you will not get the sneak damage, and make sure you're crouching as well for that sneak damage. Now, you can spam stim packs and fire any heavy weapon you want, but I would recommend using this minigun with the Vampires mod on it. And make sure you fire it at the last minute possible before he starts firing. Because the thing with this is, when you first start making this build, if you're using the bare minimum, there's a good chance you may run out of ammo in the magazine and have to reload. If that happens, stay calm, pop a stim pack maybe just before you reload. You will be fine. The shield will probably be pretty much taken out at that point. But I would say more than 50 to 60% of the time, you can take him out and stay alive, or sorry, take the shield out and stay alive without even having to stim pack. Your medic pump will take care of everything. Just make sure you're aiming in and commit to it and keep firing. Now, this is just a thing you have to weigh towards using stim packs or 5mm. I thought 5mm are very easy to get your hands on, so I thought this was a great way to save some stim packs. If not, you're going to have to spam a lot of stim packs and shoot whatever heavy weapon you may have on you. Now, of course, when the shield is out, you're going to want to take the plasma rifle out here. You're going to want to aim in, make sure you're firing on the torso. You probably will have to aim in, and then pretty much as simple as that, guys, the Guardian should be taken out for you. Again, don't expect to get this done on your first try if you haven't tried it before. A little bit of practice goes a long way. It shouldn't take you too much practice to get this down. I was having very good consistency with this. Now, this is just by myself in a private server, so I had Finders Keepers join me in the private server, and the shield is definitely getting taken out a lot more faster because of the Strange in Numbers perk card. So, of course, I would just suggest you join a team if you can, right? It's just going to make things easier. Don't go doing things solo if you don't have to. You're just going to benefit more in a team. You don't even have to have anyone in here with you like I was. I went into a public server as well, and I found this is even the best results. Just join a team with 2 or 3 people if you can, and yeah, come into the raid here and fight the Guardian. You should have no problem. There is a little bit of lag in public servers, so just be a little weary of your health, but I found it honestly worked best in public servers, this method. Worst way to do it is probably solo in a private, but the first video I did show of me fighting the Guardian there shows you it is more than possible. Keep in mind these green balls of death coming at you. They can kill you if you do not have everything that I'm showing. They will kill you quick. You will learn all this stuff as you're learning how to do this. It shouldn't take you long to figure this out once you got it all set up, guys, especially if you go into a public server and join a team. Should be no problem to get these rewards. Now, to restart this over, I know not everyone's familiar with this, so when you're done beating the Guardian, you basically just want to reject the quest. So go into your Pip-Boy, it'll prompt you how to reject it, it'll kick you outside, and then come back in, rinse and repeat. You can also get the Furious mod from the Facebreaker weapon, I wanted to point out, and you can get faster fire rate from the Headhunter Scythe here. You can also get vampires from the Gutter. You'd want to craft as many of these as you can, use Super Duper and scrap them. Hopefully you can get the mods to help you get those weapons together. Just thought I would throw that in there. And now on to the end game build. This is what you want to work towards. Remember, what I showed you in those 3 clips fighting the Guardian was the bare minimum. So if you start adding all the stuff that I'm starting to show you here, it's just going to get easier and easier and easier. I would recommend maybe take one for the team, or even follow through for the next legendary perk card if I had to. Reflective goes a long way, guys, on the power armor. Once you get that 4-star reflective on your power armor and you start doing this, you're literally going to be laughing. The rewards are going to be crazy. This is one of the most beneficial things to do in the game right now, in my opinion. Or just raids in general. If you can run through the whole raid, that's even better. And here's the weapon as well. Again, I will link a video in the description telling you how to get this specific one. It is a little bit better than a regular plasma rifle. And of course, this is, the better version of the minigun with the limb damage. I had Steadfast and Polished on it as well. And for this footage, I will be using Black Eyed Susan Soothin', Psycho Buff, and an energy weapons bobblehead. So if you have any of this stuff, go into the fight with it, use it. It will make the fight a little bit easier. Now, just to show you the results that you can get from the end game build, it's just too easy, guys. You can see the Guardian had a chance there, to maybe take my health off. I don't even think I have the medic pump on this excavator. Basically, just sit here and shoot the Guardian with the minigun, save your stim packs, and then as soon as that shield is gone, you're going to switch to that Enclave. You don't even have to switch to the Enclave, to be honest. Like, a regular plasma rifle goes a long way. That would be one of the last things I would be worried about getting for this build, honestly. Work on your perks, maybe work on getting some better mods for your armor, and pretty much just practicing, guys. But yeah, of course, the Enclave plasma rifle here is absolutely amazing. Of course, this is just endgame comparison to the beginner type intro to this, so you guys should definitely have no problem getting this done by the end of this video. Again, I had very good consistency with the bare minimum build, and I'm sure most of you will add a little bit to it. Now, just to go into the rewards here, this is not just a legendary farm. Like, you get 3-star weapons, you can get the plans for the Vulcan power armor, you will get Vulcan power armor pieces, mystery magazine packages, scrap kits, treasury notes, legendary modules. It's a great way to farm ammo. We have great mentats like Psychotats, repair kits galore. You'll have so many repair kits you won't even know what to do with them, guys. And if you're using the minigun, you're going to save up so many stim packs. You'll probably end up overweight, not to mention all the junk you're getting from these. Like I said, guys, this is one of the most beneficial things to do in the game. Really hope I simplified it for you guys, or just maybe gave you the, the little push to go try this. Really want you guys reaping the rewards from this. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a pleasant evening.